Hello again. Today I have a job which I started already. That is a Jeep immobilizer unit, and somebody trying to do something with the processor actually ripped off the pads. I started to fix it, but I thought that would be interesting to show you how I do it. Some people, and I used to do it that way, some people use the tiny wires to connect particular pads or traces to the pins of the chip. The chip itself looks still alright. Apparently it still works. All the legs are present, some of them a little bit bent, but that's okay. What I will do, I will prepare those missing pads. As you can see, I fixed this one already. Well, started to. Is 1, 2, 3 more missing. Now, fortunately, you can tell. I'll try to zoom closer. You can tell what pads connected where. So this one is missing here, but you can see that it used to connect here as well as here, so it is just one crossing pad. This pad was connected to this via, and possibly it was connected, no, it wasn't connected here. And this pad was connected to this big grand pad. You can tell that that was also connected through here and through here, similar to that one. Rather than wires, I use tiny pieces of adhesive on one side, copper foil, and I simply cut the narrow strip of it like that. I know it's a little bit too wide, that's okay. I'll take off the backing paper. Stick it in the place, and then using the knife I cut off the excess of it. Now, because it is self-adhesive, this glue doesn't have a chance to stand against the soldering, but that's okay. I won't need it for this purpose later. What I want this glue to do is just hold it in place for the time being. Well, actually I could. That also connects here, so I can move it while it still sticks here over to here. Got a little bit leeway, like so. And holding it here, I will solder that top and bottom using tiny bit of flux. I've done this one already. It's still moving here, but that's okay. The glue melted from the temperature, but it is already held in place by this solder bit. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just grab little solder on the tip of the soldering iron, like so. Push it a little bit further for it to connect. Connect it like that. Connect it like that. Push it in place. And this is too much solder here, I'll take it out. Yes, I know it breached here, but I will clean that with the knife. At least it's held in place for me, so now I can just cut it with the knife to the width needed and remove this bit from between. And cut a bit here. Perhaps I should use new blade. This one is a little bit blunt already. Okay, clean it with the Q-tip and alcohol. See what is going on actually in here. In fact, since they are connected anyway, I don't have to separate them that thoroughly. This one was connected through here, so is this one, so it doesn't really matter if they are connected here together, but at least there is the pad to accept the pin from the chip. So the next one is only connected to here, similar to this. It's only connected to here, so I can't connect it with this. I'll cut the strip of it. That's a little bit better. It's narrower. Sometimes hard to cut away that narrow, very narrow piece of that copper foil. I want to just grab the foil without grabbing the paper, like almost so. It's very, very tiny. I think it is good alternative to copper wire because it is flat. And a wire is round. Yes, you can flatten it, but I think that this one is flat already, so, and it sticks initially. So I think this one is a better option. Come on. Okay. So I'll just stick this foil here. It's almost good width. Now, what I'm going to do I bend it back, same as I did here, and I remove the glue from this side using the cotton swab on Q-tip. And alcohol. Then what I do, I put a little bit of flux here, just a tiny bit. Put the solder in here. Bend it back. And got the solder under. I replaced the blade. Cut it off here. Still a little bit of glue left on it. That's okay, it will melt with the heat. A bit more flux. And solder it here. It's far too much solder. I'll have to remove it, even with the wick. Or maybe not, maybe we'll use the soldering tool. Like so. Flatten it a bit on here. That's fine, that's okay. Cut off here so it doesn't touch. I'll remove that glue with the alcohol. Like so. But at least this pad is firmly held now by the soldered part. Okay, make it a little bit, since we have to have two pads here, so you have to make this one narrower. Like so. And narrower from the other side as well. probably fine. Just the glue. Okay, and the last one. Can probably use that little offcut. It's far too wide. I have something here which may be just fine. Okay, and this pad goes to here and joins with here. Just ends up here, goes all the way here, and even joins with this one. Like so. Okay, so I don't need that much here. Can cut this one off here. Can remove the backing paper. Can stick this one here. Come on. The best for it is my favorite dental pick. Okay, put it in position. Tiny bit of flux. Tuck it with solder in place. Like so. I know it's far too much solder, but that's okay. I'll remove it in a second. And while it is held in place, I can trim it to required width. So could leave the other one as it is because they are joined together anyway, but I'll try to remove some width of it so it looks more professional. Here we go. That's it. And all the pads are done. Now, using my favorite dental pick to hold it in place. I'll use the soldering iron, the soldering tool. To take some of that solder, like so. Hold it in place and flatten the bit here. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And on this side it can be that much, I don't care. a little bit too much here. I'll desolder that. Have to do it off the microscope because I can't read unless I do it like that. Yep, that's maybe better. Okay. No, that doesn't. It's not supposed to join here, so just to be on the safe side, I'll cut a little bit off. Like that. This is alright, this is alright, this is still wobbly, but that's fine. It will be held by the foot of the chip. This is okay, and this is not touching here. Okay, I'll clean it. Using my soft brush. And the residues of glue. Very little air from far away. And I think that looks okay to accept the chip. Chip goes on like this. So I need to clean those legs and straighten them and just solder them. Okay, I think they're clean enough. Yep. Just straighten them a bit. Push them out a bit. think that will be okay. What is this? Goodness, that's a bit of the copper foil. Okay. Position that. I remember that this was pin number 1. Although it's not marked on the board. That's my rod. Dental pick, that's why I can't do it. It's too short. Okay, that seems almost perfect. That's it. Okay. Like that. I'll tuck on the opposite corners to hold it in place. Actually, I try not to touch the chip. What I do, I just put the solder on a pad and let it flow. Like so. So I'm not touching the chip, so I don't move it inadvertently. So now the chip is pretty secure. I can do all the rest. Yes, I can use drag technique. The initial bridges are easily removed. It looks like new. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. This looks good. And now this. Pushing those pins because they've been bent. In fact, I'll push all of them here. Yes, I know there is a bridge here. I'll take care of it in a second. I'll clean it first to see if there are any other bridges. Looks that there's only this one bridge here. Still needs a lot of cleaning. Still it's ugly. Okay, this bridge is cleaned. There's possibly one more here. That's cleaned. It's okay. That looks okay. This is clear here. That goes somewhere there. This one goes through here. Here is just inside is just the length of it. Doesn't really matter. That is connected to here. I'll check the connectivity anyway. Okay, so this one connects with that and doesn't connect with that and doesn't connect with this one, connects with this. This one connects with this, but not this, and this, and this. That's very good. Okay, so everything else looks fine. I may still to put a little bit of salt on those exposed bits of copper to protect it. And then it should be alright. Just want to check if this one connects. Yes. Yes. So that should be alright. I think that without flux I won't do it. Just a tiny bit of RA flux. Just to protect it, like so. Like that. Okay. it's clean. Just spotted a few more places where the flux, where the solder could help protect it. Okay. Okay, I think that the job is done. How about on this side? That looks absolutely horrible. Dirty as anything. Job done.